Well, I'm making a lot of progress, but it's also almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm very tired. So I think I'm gonna call it here for right now. I just wanted to kind of document this part of it because I'm gonna kind of stand it up while I go to bed, just to kind of see if these panels survive and don't fall off on me. I didn't want to like film the clip tomorrow and like, gee, I wonder if they're gonna stay up, when I already know whether they do or not. So I'm filming this now just so you can kind of see, hey, look, they're there. And when I wake up in 8 to 10 hours ish, we'll see if they're still there. So the new jigsaw works great. Cuts this stuff like butter. I also made, there's a long piece of wood over here. Well, it's now been cut up into 4 equal-sized legs. The desk that I was standing up is now over here. The hutch, which I'm not really going to use anymore, that leg of the hutch, I'm going to go ahead and use as the shelf for the center channel. So those 4 legs I just cut are going to be what's going to make it go at the right height. I've already mounted the rear supports for the wall. I'm using shorter screws, and I've kind of figured out how much pressure to apply, so that actually didn't go too horribly. Those also got cut down with the jigsaw. So there you go. I'm going to stand it up temporarily and hope that everything stays on. I am using a combination of that red tape and little foam squares that I've been using. The red tape sticks really well to the foam, to the point where I can't even readjust it. This is not necessarily the pattern I was going to go with, but I screwed up on the first 2 panels and I just decided to go with it. I don't mind it. I did consider it. I'm not in love with the cutout of the foam. I did have to kind of readjust the hole with the jigsaw because I didn't really give myself enough clearance the first time. And the projector's been bumped enough and the screws aren't tight enough, so it's kind of off alignment again, so I'll have to tighten that up when I'm done moving around and make sure everything's nice and tight. But it took me a couple tries to try to figure out how to cut this foam. First I was using a razor blade, which just chewed it all up. Tried using the jigsaw, that didn't go anywhere. Found out that actually just using a pair of decently sharp scissors works decently well. But that one corner is still pretty chewed up. I did surround kind of the inside with gaff tape just to kind of conceal the raw edge, which I don't mind. I might extend it out to the front of the circle or square to try to clear up this right hand side, technically left hand side. But I haven't totally decided on that yet. If I really end up hating that edge and I don't like the way the tape looks, I might have to replace that one panel. The other ones are a lot less destroyed. We'll see. But I'm calling it a night. I'll record some more stuff tomorrow, hopefully with all the walls up. And another little surprise that I will wait on for right now because it's still kind of in progress. I'm not sure it's going to work, but I think it will. So, wish me luck. Hopefully all the panels are still there when I wake up. See you in a couple hours. Hey, look at that. They all survived. Well, the tape didn't so much, but the panels did. So, project for today is to put the other 4 on that are already expanded. I have 2 more packs of 12 that I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with. I'm not going to worry about it right now, though. Obviously, I need to figure out a better solution for this, because it didn't really stick to the foam, at least not the way I currently have it. It did over here, though, so I don't know. That's probably temporary. But the panels are staying on, that's the important thing. And I got the wall up. Now, one thing I didn't really think about is, as I said, I was going to go ahead and put the panels on the other side of these drop downs. Just to give the curves a little room to breathe on, and in case they didn't really fit. I could probably get them between the bar, but it wouldn't really be ideal. The problem with that is I got the foam going all the way to the top. And those things don't go all the way to the top. So I almost need to put the foam on top of that. But then they're also uneven. So I don't know. I guess. Yeah, the foam goes all the way over there. So I don't know. I have to figure that part out. Not really sure how I'm going to fix that yet. But I got a lot of work to do today. Hopefully I can get this back wall finished. Speaker and all, which would be nice. And then I'll see if I can start on those other two projects that I talked about. Well, one I talked about, one I didn't. I'm going to build that center shelf for the center channel. And then I got something else planned that we'll see if that pans out. But I'm going to get started. See you in a bit. Just as an aside, Simba, my cat's feeling much better. But he does make it difficult to get things done. All he wants is attention right now. He already had food, so he definitely wants pets. He was laying in my workspace. I just got him to move over here, but how can I work and ignore him when I'm trying to, get other stuff done? It's very, very hard. But I'll try to work through it. Maybe he'll get tired of me in a minute. I'm just glad he's feeling better. Well, and with that, the back wall is finished. So I got the foam panels up. I got the two wood panels in and screwed up. I got the rear speaker mounted. I took a little artistic liberty with its placement. Shifted it over a little bit. Although honestly, with the current position of the couch, it's about where it should be. So yeah, maybe I just had it in the wrong position before. But height looks about right. I don't love the way the curtains are bunching up behind it. I might make an exception to my not cutting holes in the curtains and actually put a slit in that one. Just because, as it is, I shifted it over the speaker primarily to get it off the foam. So basically it's touching that foam edge. But also to have curtains on either side. But it's too bunched up. There's a lot of curtain going on there, so I might actually just have to put a hole in the one curtain panel and have it go through that instead of trying to have it go between panels. I also got the other rod up, so it's sticky taped on the one side and actually mounted on this side. Wow, it's a lot echoey, more echoey on this side. Interesting how those curtains are actually doing their job. So there's that. That shouldn't really go anywhere. I messed up on the holes the first time, even though I measured. I guess I didn't measure right. I was about 1.5 inches off. But I mean, whatever. You can't see them behind the speakers anyway. I'm not sure if we're gonna do like art and stuff on this wall, or if I'm gonna use that thing. I guess we'll see both and see what we like better. I'm also not necessarily in love with this. I went ahead and pulled off the one from the top because it kept sagging down. I need to do something more official with this, get some actual molding or something, probably for both sides. I don't really know. Oh, I don't think I mentioned it. There's a TV down here now. So that is probably the TV that's going to stay here. It barely fits on the stand. But yeah, it's a 50-inch 4K smart TV. I had an HDMI run over for the other projector. For the A/B comparisons, I'm going to be dealing with that. But honestly, I'll probably just route it a little cleaner and have that stay over here. So I can have that mirror what the projector's doing. This way I don't have to worry about using multiple shields or anything. It's just the workout TV anyway. But yeah, she's done as far as that goes. I don't mind the way the panels look going down. And I wish I had done the other pattern. It's a catch-22. This way the lines are kind of symmetrical, line up with the curtains and the hole, more or less. But the other way would have kind of centered, although looking at it now, maybe not so much. But it would have kind of more centered it with the couch. I don't know. It's behind me. The point is to look at this side of the theater. That you only see when you come in, and it's going to be dark anyway. So yeah, I gotta double check the speakers, make sure that they're actually still working. Now that I cut that unplug and plug them back in, as far as the rear ones again. The only things really left are the ceiling panels, which I have a plan for. And the lighting. So I'm gonna have those spiral lights I was talking about in a couple locations. Haven't really totally figured out what I'm doing with those yet. Probably at least above the 4 speakers. I have 6 total. So the other 2 may or may not get used. I'll have to see. Maybe above and have 4 in the back. I don't know. To be determined. Also going to have an LED strip across the top. Not really, again, sure exactly how I'm doing that yet. I would like it to be semi-hidden. But at the same time, I don't know that I'm that worried about it. So, I don't know. I may just go on top of the ceiling tiles. Haven't really decided. I may not even totally do it. We'll see. It'd be nice to have some kind of cool lighting in here, though. I only have one more of the RGB IC lights that can actually have each pixel a different color, which I was planning on using in the gym. And I was just going to use a standard RGB W in here. So I can still change all the colors and it's still music reactive and all that. Just each pixel is the same color at the same time. Other plans, I guess I need to rerun Odyssey at some point. And obviously there's going to be another subwoofer at some point. It's like it's probably going to go back there. Got that little laser projector to put up. But, I mean, pretty much she's done with what I have now. Yeah, I don't have the marquee yet. I did go ahead and move the bar. Not to where it's going to go. Bar is right now sitting here, which is a placeholder because I'm going to be moving our chest freezer from upstairs to down here. Kitchen's a little cramped. I went ahead and rebuilt this thing, so the in-laws were tired of it. I took it apart at their house. It's been in a couple of videos, just kind of leaning against the wall. Put that back together. It's going to be our pantry, essentially. So we can put, you know, dry goods and extra soups and stuff down here. I showed you the desk in the last one. That's kind of put back together. I'm not using the hutch, but it's an L that wraps around. So I have like a workbench, tabletop kind of deal. Back here has been set up. So I got my last Sterilite shelf is up. Those wicker dressers that have been kind of in other places are now stacked here. So the plan is I'm going to put like speaker wire, audio cables, kind of just you know, for theater related storage. All the boxes are just kind of piled up in the corner now, which is fine. I mean, you know, if anything it's going to get wet, it's going to be the subwoofer box, and it's probably the one I'm worried least about. My old screen's tucked back here. Finally got the subwoofer on at least a surge protector, if nothing else. I would like to get some sort of better system for that, whether another power conditioner. I actually ordered one, but they never shipped it. It ended up getting canceled. But yeah, so that's that. She's pretty much ready for movies, which is good because we're gonna start watching some Halloween stuff down here. you know, for the holiday, and this will be good for that now. Yeah, it's actually really quiet in here. I kind of like it. So yeah, there you go. She's coming together. I still got a little bit more work to do on the floor too. I have to totally decide what I'm doing with that. In case you didn't see it, although it's not backlit or anything, so I don't know that you even can. But I got a little movie prop. I got the Amber Mosquito from Jurassic Park. And, you know, those spontaneous buys on Amazon seemed like a good idea at the time. It's pretty cheap. So that's gonna close this one out, I think. Actually, no. I still have to do the that one surprise I was talking about earlier on. I'm off today. It's about 5 a.m. I should have time to get that started. So we'll show that off, and then I'll close it off. Alright, see you in a bit. Ta-da! The big update is I put the panel up. Actually, no, not really. I mean, I did do that. And I don't mind the way it looks. We'll have to see if it takes up too much space when we actually get the exercise equipment in here. Looks like we still got, you know, enough space to have the two machines. It's not like it's taking up that much space. But no, the actual update is I started on the ceiling. So the panel for that last section of wall was just a thin sliver. The rest of that sheet is actually two that are this size. So what I did is I cut these into strips. So I got 4 full strips where I can put, you know, 2 panels per, and I get 1 half strip for an end cap. So between the two of them, I get 8 strips plus 2 ends, which pretty much takes me to the duct. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that section yet. Not sure what I'm going to do with the duct yet. And that's the length. That's where it stops. Just about where the couch is. I do have other strips that were the tops and the bottoms of the sheets that we cut off. That'll allow me to extend it, I think, to just behind the couch, but then also have a little bit in the back wall, or in front of the back wall. What I might do is I have a shelf that I was using for our old TV, just basically a piece of plywood that we're not using anymore, so I might cut that down. Have to see. But that's what we got so far. I'm still sort of working out the pattern. I think I got an idea of what I like, but of course when it's on the floor I gotta mirror it when I put it on the ceiling, so we'll see if I don't mess that up. And then I got the border. Kind of gotta make sure I space it correctly. That's what I'm kind of doing it the way I am, kind of proof of concept. But I mean, it's not that hard. I'm just kind of lining up the center of the board with the center line between the two pieces here, and just trying to keep it as straight as possible. And then I test, you know, basically do one screw in the middle, and I can adjust it a little bit to make sure I got the full width on the end. I would do more, but I don't really want to do a lot of screwing right now because Kitty Cat's taking a nap. So I don't really want to bug him right now. And it's getting close to bedtime anyway. I do have to work tonight and the next 3 nights. But at least once I have a foundation, these go up pretty quickly. It's a little tedious, but not too bad. I actually probably will need to order more of these foam things because I'm using 4 per panel, which originally I was going to do 6, but they seem to be holding. We'll see if any fall down overnight. But even so, you know, 4 of those plus 2 little strips of the red tape. I'm not even trying to continue because the foam's a little bit thicker. So it's not, it kind of hits the red tape, but it bows it a bit and they tend to pop down. So I'm not sure if I'm just wasting my time. Maybe it's holding it in place enough for the other ones to kind of cure. I don't know. Not really sure. But I'm probably gonna have to order more of those either way to completely do the whole ceiling. And then I also got power over here, so lamp's nothing special, but I got a galaxy bulb a while ago, and so I got power running up from the front over the rafter and then down the wall, so that can get plugged in. This entertainment center also has a light on the top, so I'll probably plug that in too, just because why not. And then there's power right kind of in here because it's 2 extension cords, so I might plug the rope or the LED lights in there or over there, or back over in this corner where there's power there for the glide and the TV and stuff. So I'm not really sure at the layout and what I'm doing with that yet, but that is that. Next thing I'll probably record is the ceiling, either done or close to done, maybe as done as I can get with the pieces I currently have in place. Maybe I'll do a halfway done shot, we'll see. But yeah, that is the end of this one. It's got quite a few updates in it, and you can kind of see what the space is now looking like, and it's almost final form. So it's definitely getting super close. See you in the next one. Thanks for keeping tabs on things. Hope you're enjoying the content. You have a good one.